Aaron Rodgers wants $50 million per year if he is returning to the Green Bay Packers. This was Diana Rossini on the Rich Eisen show with the report.
Does he have 1 year left?
He has a year left, yes.
So, I mean, I don't find it unreasonable that the three-time most valuable player, four-time most valuable player, twice back-to-back, the last 2 years, a year removed from the end of his contract, wants to be the highest-paid player. This is not a surprising development. Like you said, when we were getting ready to come back on the air, inch by inch, stuff gradually comes out. I do think the one thing that skews this is Tom Brady consistently, because inevitably people are going to say, well, Tom Brady took less for his team to be better. Tom Brady, throw him out the window as somebody to compare. He's a rare exception who generally took less. He's got a filthy rich wife and was a guy who's maybe willing to take less to be more competitive on his team. The Patriots are not a conventional team. Like in the history of football, they're an outlier in the way they're structured, in the way they performed, and all of that. I think you have to take them and toss them out. You can't ask the Packers to model themselves like the Patriots did. You can't ask Aaron Rodgers to model himself as Tom Brady did. And outside of that, what MVP in the history of sports hasn't, ultimately wanted when his term came to be the highest paid? And again, Rodgers would be the highest paid for precisely 1 year until the next quarterback's contract comes free and he gets to be the highest paid, which is always how it works, right? Highest paid sounds really good and looks really good for approximately 1 year.
Well, so he has made a combined, if he plays this year, upcoming season, under his current deal, it will be a combined roughly $50 million this past season and next season. He made 21 point something or 22 point something this past year, and he's scheduled to make 27 million next season.
And we expected him to want another contract, so we shouldn't be surprised that the new contract that he wants would come with a massive price tag on it, right? He's the MVP.
So the reports that were trickling out earlier this week was not just reports, the Packers have told media that, in fact, there is not some language in the current restructure deal that he did last offseason right into camp, that there is an agreement that if he wants to be traded, he'll be traded. Right?
Gutekunst
said that.
Not formal.
Not formal. But what was restructured is after this upcoming season, his contract voids after the seventh day before the 2023 league year would begin. And
so this year, that would be March 9th.
And that's important because that date happens before an organization is allowed to put a franchise tag on a player. So that language is in there on purpose.
Right, this year, that would be March 8th.
That would prevent next year at this time, that would prevent the Packers from franchise tagging him. That was written in as a part of the revised contract. But he's scheduled to make 27, and he wants double, according to Diana Rossini, if he's going to return. Now, what also complicates things is the salary cap implications of all of this for Green Bay. I mean, if he comes back and you get Devontae Adams back, that's great. But they are going to have to let go a lot of top-tier talent on their roster in order to make the room to do it. And I understand teams can do this all the time. They can restructure and push and kick contracts down the road. But, I mean, for the past 7 months, we've done nothing but hear that the Packers are at a crossroads because of the upcoming salary cap situation that they face.
They'll have to mortgage the future, Chad. But the one thing I'll say, and I've always said this, is it is not a player's responsibility to manage a team's cap, right? Guy, especially in football, with minimum career time, and he's pushing 40. He's got 2-3 years left probably. He's going to make all he can. The market's going to dictate that value, and it's their responsibility to manage their cap, not his.
True. I also think that there are exceptional team sport athletes who take it upon themselves to help in any way they can to win a Super Bowl.
They can do voidable years with him.
There's plenty of those guys and examples out there.
That would stretch this contract out, that could make his cap number this year entirely palatable.